Chronic UTIs, they are honestly driving me crazy. The third time in 6 months, I'm on another round of antibiotics. I feel like crap. I have endometriosis. I was diagnosed with bladder endometriosis in 2016, and UTIs have never been an issue for me beforehand until the past 6 months. So I'm going to share with you what's been going on in the hope that you'll be able to help guide me with your stories as to what's helped you. Because I need to nip this in the bud as I finally have my endometriosis excision surgery date. Finally, and I can't have the surgery if I continue to get bacteria infections. For the past few weeks, I've been feeling chronically fatigued, where I'm tired all of the time. I struggle to get out of bed every single morning. My memory, forget about it, it's worse than ever. My sleep never feels restful. I can't physically or mentally exert myself without feeling exhaustion afterwards. Now throw on top of that another round of antibiotics for the UTI and it's just floored me. And all the while I'm trying to work and I'm attending specialist consultations for my upcoming endometriosis surgery. I need to share what's been going on to find out if any of this resonates, and if so, what have you tried to help? What actually worked? So, I have endometriosis. I was diagnosed with bladder endometriosis at my diagnostic laparoscopy in January 2016. I had the symptoms: urgency, frequency, waking up in the middle of the goddamn night to pee, pressure in my bloated pelvis when having a full bladder. However, since the laparoscopy, bladder endometriosis has never shown up in an MRI, so no endo specialist has ever given it the time of day. Then, a few months ago, after suffering from what felt like a histamine intolerance reaction, after succumbing to an infection that felt like COVID, I decided to try out a low histamine diet to help get rid of my debilitating anxiety, my heart palpitations, and other symptoms that I bang on about in this post. The crazy thing? Symptoms that I didn't expect it to alleviate, symptoms that, it turns out, are associated with both histamine intolerance and bladder endometriosis, the diet somehow sorted out for me. For the first time in years, I'm talking over a decade, I stopped needing to go to the toilet 8 times first thing in the morning. I stopped feeling the crazy pressure in my belly if I didn't go to pee right there and then when the sensation occurred. Relief at last. However, talk about giving with one hand and taking with the other. Despite the bladder symptom relief, past 6 months I've tested positive for UTIs 3 times, despite not having any symptoms, such as the symptoms I used to experience all of the time, that tend to be associated with UTIs, as well as bladder endo and histamine intolerance. What the actual fuck is going on here is what I want to know. I don't have a history of UTIs, by the way, but I used to have UTI-esque symptoms because of bladder endo apparently, but never suffered from any bacterial infections, which now makes me think might be due to the fact that I literally needed to pee around the clock all day, every day. Then I managed to get rid of these bladder symptoms by default without even really trying by doing the low histamine diet, and since then I keep testing positive for UTIs. My mind is blown. Honestly, what is a girl supposed to do? It feels like UTIs are slowly but surely taking over my life. And just when I finally have a date for my surgery, my endometriosis excision surgery, but this reoccurring chronic piece of shit UTI is throwing a spanner in the works because I can't have surgery if I have an infection. Honestly, not to complain because I'm not here about self-pity, but after all that I've been through to get here, to get to surgery, all the symptoms, all the doctor appointments, all the birth control pills, all of the painkillers, all the medical gaslighting, and all of the lifestyle changes I've made to be able to manage my endo drug-free. I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can feel it shining on my face. I can almost taste it. But this fucking UTI business is threatening to take it all away. So me being me, I do some digging, and of course I ask the endometriosis specialists that I'm seeing about it. And we hypothesize a few theories, which I'll share, so do let me know your thoughts. 1. Bladder endometriosis inflammation, i.e. superficial endometriosis on the bladder, is causing chronic inflammation, predisposing it to infection. 2. Bladder endometriosis causing delays to bladder emptying, therefore allowing bacteria to accumulate in the bladder, allowing for infection. 3. Fusobacterium. Fusobacterium is a bacteria that a few studies have linked to women with endometriosis. It colonizes in both the rectosigmoid colon and the vagina, and can possibly lead to UTIs. How? I don't know exactly. What I do know is that I do have endometriosis between the back of my vagina and my rectosigmoid colon, plus deposits, nodules, lesions on both. The two places where Fusobacterium is found. What do you think? Any of that resonate? Tell me, do you suffer from UTIs or UTI symptoms? Do you have bladder endometriosis? Has your doctor actually given a shit and referred you to a urologist? Have you tried alternative holistic methods to manage your symptoms? What's worked? What's helped? I'm currently taking a supplement alongside the antibiotics to help tackle this UTI business once and for all. Well, at least until I have this surgery, so that hopefully the surgery actually resolves the issue. If I feel that the supplement helps, I'll share it with you. Because antibiotics alone just don't seem to be working. Not that it stops doctors prescribing them. Anywho, the supplement is quite a unique one. It's a bit pricey, but I'll pay whatever at this rate just to clear myself of infections so that I can have my surgery. Which reminds me, I need to update you on the consultations that I've had with both a thoracic endometriosis specialist and a hepatobiliary liver doctor, where we talked all things diaphragmatic endometriosis, liver mobilization, and all that jazz. Hepatobiliary doctor. Got it in the end. Thank you, Google. Just bear with me because this UTI and antibiotic concoction are kicking my ass.